It is March 30th. Tomorrow is going to be April 1st. So I'm streaming this ahead of time, but happy April anyways. Yes, I'm cheating because April's going to be so busy. So I'm just like, how the fuck am I going to do this? I just wanted to come and say happy April. I'm stressed, but I got a lot of big things planned, I guess. I'm just hoping to have like a good month overall. I just don't want it to be a mess like March was. I feel like every month is kind of a mess at this point. I had a really nice stream tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who's been supporting me so far. My streams have been really sporadic, but I think I'm going down to 1 day a week. And I know that's like abysmal, but like I want to give love to all the platforms that I use. And I feel like it's hard when I'm just everywhere all at the same time. Cheers to April. It's Aries season. Anyways, bye. I'm about to go to sleep and I just wanted to talk a little bit before bed. Today was my off day, so I really didn't do too much, but I did finish my Usagi sticker and I'm really happy with it. Cleaned up and edited it on I edited it on Photoshop, but I'm really happy with how it came out. Only thing I wish I did better was give her an expression, but it was my first sticker for the series and I think I will get better and have more interesting expressions as I make more stickers. But I really wanted to start with Usagi just to see, like, just to kind of get an idea of how I will tackle the rest of these. I really think that my coloring and shading style has come a long way. I've developed a style that is very me. It's been a long time coming, y'all. We started from this really started from the bottom. I don't even think I have any of my old pieces on here yet. Oh god, this isn't the oldest, but like, look at this shit. Look at these lips. This was from 2019. Lord Jesus, we have come such a long way. My shading has come such a long way, and this isn't terrible, but it's like perspective's a little off too. Not bad, but not the best I could do. I am here. It is 8 o'clock. I am supposed to be editing my video right now, but I got caught up doing some other things, so I worked on my commission. I still haven't finished the line art. I was really tired, but it was really hard for me to work on the line art today. I just couldn't focus on anything. I was having one of those days once again. I just wanted to take a break from creating right now. I'm not feeling overwhelmed or burnt out. I'm just feeling kind of tired today. I am also working on the next page of my media kit, and that's going really well. I'll insert the first page. Actually, no, I'm not gonna show y'all my media kit yet. I'm gonna wait. That's a secret. Not really, but I'm really happy with how it's looking so far. But on page 2 is the analytics page, and not gonna lie, my analytics have kind of been bumming me out lately. I've been very hard on myself, and you know, sometimes there are ups and downs when it comes to your numbers. Being a content creator is playing a numbers game, so it's to be expected. But like, man, like my numbers all across the board have just been kind of flopping. I've also just, I don't know, I think it's a combination of a lot of things. Focusing on drawing has drawn me away from like making stuff and posting things. So of course that's gonna make my numbers go down. And I wasn't in the best mental health the past like 2 months, so of course that's gonna lead to my numbers being a little bit lower. It's hard to say, okay, well, don't create for the numbers. Obviously that's not my goal, but you know, it's not a bad thing to want to see some growth. And overall, yes, I have seen growth, but like, I think I'm just really feeling lost right now. I feel like I'm losing myself a bit. So I've pivoted a lot of my content to be more centered on my art and beauty, and I've really kind of fell out of touch with gaming. I just haven't felt like gaming at all, which has really affected my Twitch channel. I don't know how to word it. I feel like my channel's been all over the place in the years that I've been online. Maybe not necessarily all over the place, but my consistency has changed quite a bit. The landscape that Twitch was when I first started is definitely not what it is now. And I think I'm just starting to feel a little bit stagnant. I'm not in a place where I really want to commit to streaming on Twitch. I really want to move onto YouTube. It makes it really hard for me to want to be on Twitch when I'm not an affiliate anymore. And yes, it is really, really hard. I feel like I want my content to be centered around me, and that's why I created a website as my landing page, and everything I do create, all my content pages do lead back to my website. I want my support to be specifically for my art, for the things that I create, not for the platform that I am on. And you know, it's really cool, all the built-in features that Twitch has that makes it easy to foster community and everything, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to create community in that way. I wasn't sure if I wanted to build a community based on one platform, and with Twitch, it doesn't have to be that way, but that's what it was for me at the time. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. It's also hard for me to, I guess, maintain support. I always say this, I'm going through a transitional period, but it's not just me that's changing. It's the folks who engage with my content. It's the folks who engage with the Twitch space in general. Everything's changing. But like, thinking long term, I feel like my long-term visions are always shifting a little bit. I don't know if that's because of my lack of focus or if it's because I'm evolving. And it's scary because I'm already doing something that's so unstable. My skin is drying. It is April 10th. Sappy Sunday. Sappy Sunday? Happy Sunday. Today I made mashed potatoes and it came out pretty good. But now I'm getting back to work. I just added a bunch of whips onto coffee, and now I'm gonna continue working on this piece. I don't have a clever name for it. Sailor Moon bag sticker? Whatever. Here's how it's looking so far. I really like how it's coming out. It's looking pretty good, yes? This is the original up top. I did the original in 2020. I remember streaming it too, and I was really excited about getting it done at that time, and I think it came out pretty well. However, it did not print very well, and that's because I made a few mistakes during the design process. While it looks cute as a drawing, just looking at it at first, it looks pretty cleaned up, but it's really not where it could be. Ow, my eyes are burning right now. My eye looks red and swollen, and if it looks like I've been crying, I have. The art could just be a little bit cleaner with the old one, so I'm remastering it. Trying to make the colors a little bit bolder and adding a little bit more detail, and also relying less on blending. We'll see how it turns out. I should be finishing it tonight, and then I'll move on to making other stickers. It took me a really long time to try and figure out how to get this reflective look. I've done this once before, so I thought about using the same technique that I did before, but I forgot it. I forgot how I did it, but I think I executed it a lot better. But yeah, that's what's on my agenda today. I'm going to be creating tiers for my coffee account. I have another confession to make. Being honest about all the stuff that I'm doing and like what it's like being a small creator is kind of challenging being honest about everything that I'm doing as a small creator, because I also have to humble myself quite a bit. A lot of the reasons why I never really pursued this before, at least not full time, or at least not with as much ferocity. What is that? As I am now, I don't really have that big of a platform. And so a part of me is just like, who am I to be doing all this? Who am I to have a coffee account? Who am I to ask for support? I guess a part of that is just me not believing in myself enough, which I'm trying to grapple with that, but I don't really know. But I'm finally putting out tears because I have been uploading a lot to Coffee, but I do have to I don't know. I feel like an imposter all the time. I don't know how to get over that. Imposter syndrome fucking sucks, but here we are. Today I'll be just drawing and working on a book cover, a mock book cover. And I thought about returning to finish this painting of Miles J that I started a really long time ago. I don't know. I think I could execute this a lot better, so maybe I will go back to it, maybe not, we'll see. I might film some TikToks later on tonight if I have time to maybe do something with my hair. It's in 2 twists and I kind of just want to keep it that way. I'm also watching Better Call Saul on Netflix. Oh, here's my setup. I don't think I actually showed y'all my setup. It's kind of a mess right now. My cable management is... that's for future Mojo to figure out. But until then, I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna watch Attack on Titan later too, so... Today I'm doing like a green look. I never use green, so I'm kind of scared. I'm worried. I'm using like 4 different colors today. I forgot to put on my powder before I use concealer, so if I get oily, be quiet. My sister would clown me, my brother would clown me. I'm used to that. Being expressive at school was different because if you're not expressive in the way that is acceptable or socially acceptable, which I guess that isn't really being expressive if you have to fit it into a box. Like you couldn't be too quirky or you couldn't be too like subdued. You had to be right in the middle. Not too preppy, not too nerdy. If you stood out too much, you were gonna get flamed. I do remember having so many restrictions, and I know my parents meant well, but as soon as I got to middle school, it became really distressing for me to not be able to dress and look the way that I really wanted to, or the way that I felt on the inside. Oof, the times I went to school crying because my hairstyle was like real bad. Not bad because of an accident, but bad because I didn't get a choice. There was one time in middle school where I had to go to school with let me tell you, I had like 20 rubber band braids all over my hair. It was giving preschool. I was like 11. The stress. As I was getting my hair done, like the Sunday before, because my mom would do my hair like Sunday after church. And this is when we first moved to Florida too, so I was kind of the new kid still at my school. And I knew it, like, I knew it. I didn't see the hairstyle because we were sitting outside. She wouldn't even let me see a mirror until I was done. But my aunt was there and she asked,
"Isn't she a little bit too old for that?"
And I had felt like all these rubber bands going into my head and I was like, oh no. To this day, I look back and I'm just like, Mama, why the fuck did you do that to me? Don't know if I did any, let me turn this down. I don't know if I did any updates on this commission. I kind of just breezed through this, but this turned out really nice. I did a bunch of avatars for Disobey, and I think this is my 9th one so far. Let me see. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 8. So that's going pretty well. Just trying to get these edited and then send them off to the client. I'm also watching my friend Jedi stream right now before I go to bed. I'm fighting for my life, trying not to fall asleep while doing this, but I need to hurry this up so that I can go to bed. But that's the only update I have for right now. I've been working, y'all. I have a makeup video that I need to get to as well, so I'm gonna like open that up, set up that project, and like import some of the footage in, and I'll try and finish editing that this week. Hello. All right, so I just got my sticker proofs. They look, what the fuck? These are the first proofs that I got for my stickers, and these are from Sticker Mule. I think I'm gonna go with a different printing company, just to see. I might try cat print stickers. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about it still. They came out pretty decent. They look better on camera than they do in person. Maybe I just don't have enough. I'm trying to look at it in the light. They simply look better on camera, which is funny to me. I will have to lighten the pictures a bit. They just printed a bit dark, and also the blues are just gonna be really hard for me to work with. I'm going to have to maybe minimize my usage of blue, because blues just don't print the way, obviously CMYK is not gonna print the same way as an RGB color profile. And like blues just turn out more ultramarine. They give like more of like an ultramarine blue instead of cobalt. And I work with a lot of like deep royal like cobalt blues. So I'm going to have to like be really mindful of that moving forward. But I'm going to edit these files. I'm going to make this pink a little bit less cool. It's a lot of cool tones in here, and I'm just going to have to warm them up a little bit. And for this one, I'm going to have to brighten this image overall, because the skin is just kind of, it's not, the skin and the hair feel like they're the same. If I were to make it black and white, if I were to take this and make it black and white, they would be the same tone, I guess. They'd be in the same tonal range. I don't know if these are matte stickers too. I thought I ordered glossy. These are not glossy. I definitely want to go with glossy for this. I feel like they would look a lot better if they were glossy. I have to work on a bunch of artwork today because tomorrow I am going to be off for most of the day. I'll just be video editing at the end of the night. And then on Thursday I have a meeting in the morning, and then I have to go straight to my sister's house. Well, I'm spending most of the day just chilling, and then at night I'm going to work on I can't speak. I'm gonna edit part of this vlog and then pack up my computer. Oh, I have to stream today. I don't know. I kind of want to stream earlier in the day. I'm not really in the mood to stream at night. I don't think I'll feel like drawing later on today, so I might just stream earlier in the day. I don't know if I want to do a night stream. I usually stream at night. I know it's going to be kind of like it's going to be kind of a surprise for folks because I'm not really announcing my stream. I'm just going to show up. My parents aren't home. They're not going to be bugging me, so I think I'd rather stream like during the daytime. I don't know. We'll see. All right, bye. I gotta make myself go out because I isolated so much and I started getting mad when I was around people. Oh my gosh, me too, Jazzy. I just get irritated. I'm just like, why are all these... I'll be out on a Saturday and I'll be like, why the fuck are all these people here? Like, go the fuck home. What's that episode of Arthur where DW was like mean as fuck to all of Arthur's friends, telling them to go home every time they came over? That was me. Why don't you go back to your own family and leave us alone? Gamora never should have, y'all never should have brought her back. And that's just out of spite. I am spiteful and I am a hater. But I'm a selective hater, okay? I don't hate with no reason. Damn, I can't stand Zoe Saldana Porque cause she a whole, it was the Nina Simone movie for me. Unforgivable. And no one's asking for my forgiveness, but I'm deeming that as unforgivable. Because how? How did you think that was for darkening her face, putting on a prosthetic nose, and that horrible, horrible ass Nina Simone impression with the turban? I was just like, you really thought you ate. What compelled you? You didn't have to take the role either. I hate when actors do their damnedest to compare or like, I guess to defend some of the roles that they take, even though they know they're not fit for them. Like, girl, you are not dark skinned. You don't have the experience of being a dark skinned woman. You don't have the experience of being someone who has undeniably black features, who lived in that setting, who even experienced life, just like a crumb of life, the way she did. So what are you doing here, bitch? What are you doing? Her and her twin friend, and apologized for taking the role. And I'm just like, oh, so you see some black folks dead on the street and all your celebrity friends are talking about it. Now you feel compelled to do it? Because you can't just come on here and be like, oh, this is terrible. My heart goes out to all the Negroes out there. Even though I'm kind of a Negro myself. But that's the energy it gave. She was like, I'm some sort of a Negro myself. I'm gonna get me some Delta 8. I'm tired. And I'm too broke to be wanting things, but I'm gonna go get it anyways because, hey, when I was smoking, I was happy. And I'm not saying that I'm not happy now because I'm never happy, but I was happier. So I'm going back to the dispensary. I was trying to look up which dispensaries I actually trusted because there's not a lot that I trust. There's one that opened up not too far from me and it's brand new. I can't find any information about it. I could just go and, like, you know, ask and inquire, but I'm shy. I called this one place that seemed pretty promising on the internet and I called and asked for information. The owner, the owner, whoever was working there, was answering a whole lot of questions that I had in my head but didn't even say. They were just telling me about the company and I was like, okay, I'm hooked, I'm sold. And I kind of just want to, like, get out the house. I feel antsy. I need to go do something. I didn't get as much done during my stream as I thought I would. I need to stop thinking that I'm gonna, like, finish a whole bunch of projects or finish an entire drawing when I stream. I was able to finish my sketch of my second half of the keychain that I'm making, what am I doing? I'm doing a double-sided keychain and I was able to do the sketch for the other side. And I started on the line work, barely got through that. We were just having so much fun on the stream and I was just talking out my ass. It was a whole lot of smack talk. I know I'd be talking smack, but like this stream was kind of messy. I might have to delete the VOD. While my iPad is charging, I'm going to be working on my website. This time I'm gonna record. Whenever I'm doing like website stuff, I'm just gonna record on OBS so y'all can see what I'm doing. Instead of using my shaky camera. I just like my front camera. I don't know. I know the quality of my front camera is not the best. Oh, you can see all my pores. You can see all my scars. There's an eyelash on here. Okay, I'm gonna get to work. Bye-bye. I feel like I should have more to say, but I really don't have too much to say. Today, I spent most of the day recording TikToks and doing my makeup because this took me a while. I like how my eyebrows came out, and working on my drawing. I'm missing an earring. I finally got to the color portion of my Carol and Tuesday artwork and I'm about to finish up the flat colors tonight, and I'm starting on the shading as well. I want to get that done in the next week or so I can order proof of the keychain and sticker designs that are going to come from it. So yeah, I think I want to do a lot of Carol and Tuesday fan art. Well, because, you know, making things based off of popular animes is always the best route. But I also want to make sure I'm serving audiences that I feel are a little underserved. And I feel like Carol and Tuesday is underserved. I know it's just like it was a 1-season show. Or was it 2-season? I don't know. But it's not one of those shows that are ongoing. And also slice of life and music animes aren't always the most popular. But I love this one. I feel like the fandom for Carol and Tuesday is very sweet, and it still feels kind of small, even though it's kind of big. It's just not as loud as other fandoms. So we're definitely doing more Carol and Tuesday art. You're going to see Tuesday as black. Like, somebody's going to be mad, but I don't care. And I also need to start writing down my ideas for Blacktober. I've realized that Blacktober for me is going to take about 2 months to prepare. So I'm going to start doodling and sketching for Blacktober like within the next few weeks. Oh, also I got accepted into 2 more cons and I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do them. It's a lot of money to pay up front. One of the conventions denied our application because they were full, but they have corner booths that are still open, and I'm just like, I think that was for Bold Matsuri, Yeah, the corner booths are $450. And I'm just like, I don't know if I can split that. I'll think about it. Because I really do want to go to Bold, Missouri. It's also very soon. It's in July. I'm like, that's an expensive con for it to be our first con in Jacksonville. Oh, and I have family visiting around that time. Maybe I shouldn't do Bold, Missouri. Oh, do I want to announce this now? I guess I'm gonna do it. I am going to be at Sugoi-Con in Orlando, Florida on September 9th through 12th. I'll put the dates up here. But yes, I'll be at Sugoi-Con at Artist Alley. And I'll be with a friend as well, Bury Me. Yes, that is the first con, like con, I think, like actual big convention we'll be going to. I'm possibly going to one other art meetup in Florida, but I haven't confirmed that one yet, so stay tuned. But I'm for sure going to Sugoi-Con, so yeah. Come to my table, come see me, come say hi. Buy shit, please. Yeah, I'm gonna go wash this off my face now. I've had this on my face all day. I like how dewy I look, but it is time to stop. So I will see you guys later. Good night. I'm zooted. Where's the camera? Oh, there you are. It is April 28th. I have to wrap up the April vlog like tomorrow. I am a little overwhelmed. I'm trying to figure out when's the best time for me to announce these conventions. I'm gonna be at 2, and I'm hoping to get into 2 more this winter. So this is gonna be my first time vending. I'm vending with a friend. Yeah, we're going to be vending together. We're sharing a table for our first time because this is both of our first times vending at a convention or being at an artist alley, and I don't know if I have enough stuff yet. I don't know if I have enough inventory. Currently I have 2 keychain designs of the same character. But yeah, I'm really excited to receive these charms. They're both Tuesday from Carol and Tuesday. As I was drawing it, I wasn't going to create a background, but then I just had one in mind. I wanted a background just for like presentation purposes, so I did like a really easy spotlight, and I love it. And like, I'm using a very colorful mood, obviously, so those drawings just make me so happy, and I'm like really building up my portfolio. Like, I have so much more art, and now I'm seeing the progression. I'm seeing, like, you know, I was really in awe and amazement of what I was able to create in 2020. Like, I am my biggest fan. And it is okay to be your biggest fan. Like, I love seeing my growth. It's fun. After looking at a lot of the work that I've done this past year, and I look back at like this drawing, Papa's Cafe, or this drawing, I'm just like, I could like do better than that now, you know. And it's when you're able to say that, it's such a good feeling. I might make the Sailor Moon drawing into a charm. I just might. I might. And I will also make the Carol and Tuesday charms stickers as well. I would love to make, I might even make like a sticker sheet for it. I'm thinking about it. That'd be so cool. Alright, well, let me go get something to eat. I will be recording a little bit more later on. I'm getting too young. Remember. Okay, see you.